I just want to appreciate all the Cougs fans that came out this way. It was awesome. It was, you could feel that corner of this stadium kind of live and electric, so we appreciate it. Awesome venue to play in. Great team, great coach. We just came up short. And we had them there we let them off the hook. Some unfortunate penalties to miscue and coverage. Poor tackling at times. Gave up probably too many explosive plays offensively as far as sacks and hits on Zevi. But we had them. And we competed for, 60 minutes in the game. I'm proud of the guys' effort. I just told them in the locker room there's no moral victories, but nobody can question your effort. So we'll learn from it. We'll get better because we got to come back out this way and compete against another top 25 team here in a week.
Coach, as you said, the moral victory is not part of kind of your makeup or your DNA, but it does feel like maybe, as you kind of said, that there are a lot of positives to take away when you do compete that way against a top 5 team in their own house and have a chance to have a drive to win the game at the end there.
Yeah, like I said, there's no moral victories. Yeah, you win or you lose in competitive sports, and nobody will care in a week how well we played. So we lost.
How do you square what you did well to keep the game that close with letting them take the lead and like that?
Restart your question.
Yeah, just how do you square what you did well, taking the lead on a couple of occasions, and Zevi playing pretty well versus also it's a loss in the end.
Yeah, we'll review the film and they'll get honesty. There are things in that game that we did really well. There's some huge plays in there that unfortunately got called back that we don't control. Guys made plays. We executed a lot. Kirby hit some bigger runs. It's a great front that we just went against. So there's positives for sure, but we lost, and the guys are going to hear that. They just heard that. So in competitive sports, there's a winner, there's a loser, and if you're going to compete at the highest of level, you got to be able to handle it. And proud of the way our guys came into the game, how they prepared throughout the week. We blocked out the outside noise that we would get throttled, and we didn't. And we should have won that game. And should-haves don't count. I'm proud of their effort. It's kind of a little bit of sick feeling a little bit.
Coach, you talk about the fight of your team there late in the fourth quarter. They score to go up 10. Nobody hangs their heads. You guys go right down the field, score, defense then gets a stop, gives you guys a chance.
Yeah. What's the question?
Can you just talk about the fight that they showed there?
Yeah, I'm proud of the guys' effort. And that's what the guys should expect. If we're going to claim that we're going to be competitive, then we better execute in critical situations and in tough environments. For the most part, we did. And there were times in there that we kind of shot ourselves. Yeah, we just let them off the hook.
Coach, it just feels like with every passing game, Bobby Terrell grows more and more to a point where, again, you're taking on an SEC front. He's got 4 tackles for loss. He's got 2 sacks. Just where have you seen him, just even from back when you got here in January, where have you seen him grow to where he's become this disruptive?
Well, obviously trusting the scheme, just the knowledge of being in it and understanding sometimes the chances in which you can take and then going out and executing those. He plays with his hair on fire, and he's really physical. He's an explosive kid. So when you care like how he cares because he's banged up and he's still out there battling, I think good things can happen. And I'm proud of him and proud of many of them. And it's there's no player in the country that's 100%, and he's one that's battled through injuries, and you wouldn't notice the difference by how he plays.
Christian on crutches before this one. What's his outlook and what you make of the offensive line?
Yeah, we'll see here in a week. Yeah, O-line, I was proud of the O-line. I was proud of the O-line. I was proud of Jalen. We got some penalties there that we shouldn't have. But overall, we didn't look like we were gassing in the end. So those 5 guys played consistently throughout the game outside of Jalen Caldwell's when he went down with a cramp. And outside of that, I was proud of the way they played. We played well enough to win. We just didn't execute. In all phases, we had some penalties that really killed us and put us behind the sticks. And those are hard situations to get out of. And those are little things like not having enough people on the ball to your tackle being too deep and being in a legal formation technically. And we got to learn from these things, but we can't live behind the sticks and expect success. So overall, I felt like we did some positives for sure, though, and we'll learn from them. We'll learn from them. The guys are beat up, and we got to reset ourselves and travel back out this way to play another top 25 team.
How difficult is it, coach, to just reset and have to come back across the country next week?
We'll find out, but this group is kind of battle tested. They've been through a lot, especially the group that's been here, stayed here. And biggest thing is kind of maybe monitoring how we practice this week, just to make sure that we're full speed and can give that type of effort one more time this upcoming game. So got to figure out some things, move some guys around, put us in better situation. We lost a couple more today, and I don't know what that will look like moving forward, but it's unfortunate. We played hard, though, for sure.
What was your read on Kale's targeting play?
The read was he got ejected. I got to live with the read, and I don't make those decisions.
And then last one for me, just what has Kirby shown you how to get free so many times today?
Kirby runs hard. When you run behind your pads like that and you're really physical, he's really elusive. Kid cares just as much as anybody on this team. He's one of the first guys in to do everything. He's one of the last guys to leave, and he's battle tested for sure. He's a winner.
Didn't see Devin or Carter. Was it just personnel decisions today? Devin also
Yeah,
turned pass.
yeah.